Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video here from the beautiful country of Ecuador. Today we are in a new city. We are in the city of Baños. As you can tell, this church is not the same church as it was in Cuenca. We are in a different city. It's a different environment, and we are in the mountains. And this morning you can literally see the clouds, the mist just sort of blowing through the mountains around Baños. But this is a food video. This is going to be a food tour, and oh, that bird flew really close to me. There is a lot of incredible food that I want to show you guys here in the city of Baños. We're just heading down to the local market here. There is a local market in Baños, a little sort of traditional local Latin American market, which means that they probably have some food stalls, they probably have a cafeteria. So let's go check out what they have for some food. Let's go get some breakfast, and then I think later in the day when we come back to Baños for dinner, I'll show you guys more food around. But for now, let's go get some food. Let's go see what traditional eats there are in the city of Baños. Maybe the morning, but this place is packed with so many stalls. I don't even know what to choose. There's just so many different options. Let's just go sit down, let's go get something to eat, let's go see where the locals are, and just find a spot to sit down. Alright, so for breakfast, first stop here at the market, we've come to stall number 23. They don't actually have like a big stall name, but it's Senora Nelly Haro. She's the one who serves this food here, and they've got a whole breakfast menu. But I knew there's one thing I had to try here in Baños, which is very typical here. They're called Llapingachos is the name of it. Basically, they're like potato patties with cheese inside, but I also got it with rice, with egg, with chorizo. So it's kind of like an egg with it's kind of like rice with fried egg, that thing that we had in Peru. But now we've got Llapingachos on top, we've got some salad, we've got some avocado. It looks amazing. But of course, the main star here, I mean, you would think it's the chorizo and egg, and don't get me wrong, those are definitely the main stars. But the Llapingacho, that's something that you don't typically find anywhere else in the world. That's something I haven't even found that in Cuenca. I'm only seeing it here in Baños because it's a very typical Baños dish. So let's go ahead. These potato patties look amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go take a piece of it off. It looks so crispy on the outside, and I'm sure it's soft and molten on the inside. So let's go ahead and try out our first Llapingacho. Oh wow, Ecuadorian hash browns. That is so good. It's so crispy and like very like burnt on the outside, but it's not burnt. It's a good sort of crispiness. The inside is just soft, it's molten, it melts in your mouth. And even though they say that they usually put cheese in it, you don't really taste the cheese. It doesn't really have much of a cheesy flavor. It's just really light, soft, fluffy potato pancakes almost. It's like something I would expect from Eastern Europe, like the way they cook sort of their little potato pancakes. It's amazing, it's incredible, and I love the way they've made these Llapingachos. Classic dish here in Baños. When you come here, you can't skip out on these Llapingachos. Okay, now next, of course, we got some egg. So let's go ahead and get a piece of egg. Let's also get some of the chorizo. So I want to try out some of the chorizo. This is a heavenly combination. This is a combination that I love in every part of Latin America. Just egg, rice, and chorizo. That's something that just always is going to work. So let's go ahead and try this big bite out. Nothing better than eggs, chorizo, and rice. That is just such a great combination. The chorizo, nice, bouncy, chewy, and of course it's got this super salty, super umami flavor. I think what they've also done is they've sort of cooked it together. So you can see there's some egg parts that are stuck to the chorizo, some chorizo stuck to the egg parts. They're sort of all mixed in together. I think I also see some onions, which adds a really nice crispiness to it. But overall, this is just an incredible meal, and for only $3, you're getting these two big potato pancakes because they are very hearty. They're big potato pancakes. You're getting an egg, you're getting rice, you're getting chorizo, you're getting all of that mixed in together. It is just such an amazing combination together. Just what a great way. And of course, this is a stall that's frequently visited by people. You can see there's a family sitting here eating. This is what locals here in Baños are eating. So this is not like a touristy sort of stall made for foreigners. This is exactly what local Ecuadorians are eating, and it's just a pleasure to be able to share this experience with the locals here. Oh, look at that. Look at that egg flood. Oh my goodness. That is one of the most beautiful things I think I have seen in my life. That egg flood literally just dripped onto the rice like a volcanic explosion, which does happen to this part of Ecuador. There are volcanoes here, but this is the type of volcano I enjoy eating. Oh man, I cannot tell you how stuffed I am. Those Llapingachos, they may look small, but they are so heavy. After all, they're just potato and cheese fried in oil. It doesn't get heavier than that. It doesn't get starchier than that. And after you have that, you're set for the day. Like, you are so stuffed. But what I also love about this market is that they've got a lot of these juice stalls here, and my experience with fresh fruits and juices here in Ecuador has been incredible. So let's go ahead, let's go get some fresh juices. I think I'm gonna get some coconut juice because I love coconut juice here in Ecuador. And then I think that'll be it for breakfast because I am actually really stuffed. Those Llapingachos they will really stuff you up. They're super heavy. They're literally potato and cheese. So of course they're gonna really fill you. Alright, next stop we've come to Jugos y Batidos Las Gemelas. I think they're a twin. They're twins that just run this stall, and I got what I wanted. I got some coconut juice. It looks amazing. You can literally see it's still foaming on the top. The bubbles are like literally still exploding. It looks amazing, and like I said, coconut shakes here in Ecuador are something that are just heaven, are just something that out of a movie. That's how good they are. Let's go ahead and try out this coconut shake. It smells like coconut. I'm sure it's gonna taste like coconut. It does look white in color. Probably is coconut. So let's go ahead and try it out. I don't know how they make coconut juice here so nice in Ecuador, but it's just perfect. It's the perfect amount of airiness, lightness, bubbliness on the top, sweetness, and at the same time, freshness and cold, like refreshing flavors of coconut. I don't know how they do it. It's just something that continues to boggle my mind because it is so good. I don't know how they make coconut shakes this good in Ecuador, but that is some of the best coconut shake I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's only $1.50 and it tastes amazing. Like the flavor, the coconut, it's just refreshing, it's just nice. And that's the best way to start off your morning. You know, with some fresh coconut juice, just freshly, like she literally like puts it in the blender. And I don't know what she adds. It just is so good. Okay, we're gonna finish this up, but next door, there is something that's very interesting that I really want to try. So let's finish this up and I'll show you guys what's going on in the next stop. This market, I love this market. This market is crazy good. I just love the hectic nature. Everybody's selling, everyone's eating, and that is what I love about Latin American markets. Look at how long this line is for these empanadas. These better be the best empanadas of my life because there's such a long line for them. Well, the line moved pretty quickly actually, and we finally got our empanada. These are empanadas de banano. So banana empanadas. Never had a banana empanada before in my life. She drizzles some sugar right on top of it, but just look at that. It looks amazing. Each one costs 20 cents. So that's obviously a win for me. Let's go ahead and try out our first banana empanada here. You can literally see it's like so crispy, and it literally is just flaking. That line, like she's inside it, she's got like a lot of customers. They usually sell them in batches of 6, so you get $1 for 6, but I decided I need 1, I don't need 6. That's gonna just completely suck me up, especially after those potato pancakes, basically. So let's go ahead and let's try out our first banana empanada here in Ecuador. Let's go for it. Oh. That is so airy, so light. It is so crispy and flaky on it. It's actually flaky. It's just airy. It's just so crispy. The sugar adds a nice bit of sweetness because the dough actually itself, the dough is quite salty, but it's got sweet banana on the inside, salty dough on the outside, finally topped up with some sugar on the outside. You got sweet, salty, sweet. And that makes it an amazing combination. The saltiness really works well. I really appreciate the fact there's a bit of saltiness in the empanada, but that, as you literally see how airy it is on the inside, that is one of the best empanadas you're gonna get here in Ecuador, in BAÑOS Wow, that makes me so happy. Okay, I am officially absolutely stuffed. So I'm gonna take a break and I'll come back to this video again when we're ready to eat again. Well, it is many hours later and the sun has officially set here in the beautiful city of Baños. There's a lot of street food actually out here in the city and I'm really excited. I'm really hungry. I want to show you guys all the food that is in the city. So let's go ahead, let's find a street food stall and let's get eating because I am starving.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué tienes?
Empanadas de banana verde
Ajá.
con pollo, carne o queso.
¿Y esos?
Es igual, pero es con chicharrón de cerdo.
Pero no es una empanada.
No, ese es bolón.
Bolón. Dame un bolón y una empanada de carne, porfa. ¿Y algo para tomar?
De café y chocolate.
Un chocolate, porfa.
Gracias.
All right, first stop of the day, we've actually come right in front of my hostel. There is a little stand selling empanadas. And we've had some empanadas earlier today, but I want another different type. These are savory empanadas. So we've got sweet empanadas in the morning, time for some savory ones. And of course, it is cold actually here in Baños at night. So some warm hot chocolate is exactly what's in order. Let's go ahead, let's have some warm hot chocolate. Oh, wow, chocolate. When they said hot chocolate, they didn't forget the hot part. That is boiling hot. But it's got a chocolatey sense, it's got like an herbal sense, it's got a like that, you know, like those Latin American type chocolates. It's sweet, it's herbal, it tastes a little bit like some spices have been put in it. I love that type of hot chocolate. It's just amazing and it just completely warms up your entire body once you take a bite. Okay, let's go ahead and try the empanada. This is a beef empanada and you can see it is a hefty empanada. It is big, it is also very flaky, and he covers it in this sauce. I don't know exactly what it is, but let's go ahead and let's take a bite. The pastry, nice, flaky, buttery. I don't know how it's so buttery, but that is delicious. And the inside, if you look at the inside, it is stuffed to the brim. The problem I have with the empanadas a lot of the time is that there's a lot of dough, not enough stuff inside, not enough filling. This empanada is stuffed to the brim. The beef is literally stuffed, and then it's not just beef. There's like carrots, I think there's onions, so there's like stewed down minced beef until it literally dissolves in your mouth. And that contrasts so well with the flaky pastry on the outside. The sauce itself is kind of like a creamy but yet fresh sauce. It tastes a little bit vegetable-y, but I love the freshness of the sauce. That's what makes the sauces here in Latin America, especially in Ecuador and Peru. These sauces here are very fresh. They're the vegetables, and you can see it's sort of a greenish color. So it's a very, very nice color. There's some salad on the side. I think what you're supposed to do is I think you're supposed to take it all in one bite. So you have some of the vegetables with the empanada. You can see I put it a little bit on top. Let's go and try it out. The vegetables, a little bit sour, almost like pickled, which helps cut down on the beefy juiciness on the inside. The sauce, delicious, creamy. Add that all together, and you literally have the perfect empanada. I just cannot tell you how stuffed it is. For me, it's the stuffing on the inside that completely makes the difference. That is technique. That is definitely technique that I've never seen anywhere else. In addition to the empanada, we got another thing here. This is a bolon, which is like a ball. It's literally a ball, but it's made of pork. It's made of chicharron. And same thing, he puts the creamy sauce, he puts the vegetables on top, and it's stuffed until the brim with chicharron. I don't know what they do here, but they definitely know how to stuff things until the brim. Let's go ahead. Wow, this is crispy. It is crunchy. Okay, I think without further ado, I'm just gonna hold it in my hand. And we're gonna have to be a savage. We're just gonna have to take a bite. Let's go for it. Hold on. That is porky and salty and umami all at the same time. Wow. That creaminess, you really need that to contrast the fattiness of the pork. You literally see on the outside, the pieces of pork are not lean pieces of pork. These are fat pieces of pork, but they are fried until they are just crispy-fied. Wow, that's so good. Okay, now, as I was eating the empanada, he actually said that
there is a bucket right here of spicy sauce. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some more of the spicy sauce because it's supposed to make the thing spicy. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drip it right on top of the actual ball itself. Oh, I think I got some on me, but that's not a problem because this is gonna be amazing. I want something spicy. I want to add a bit of spice to it. So let's go ahead. We're gonna take a bit of the spicy part and let's take a bite with all the spice. Oh wow. That spice is not just spicy, it's tangy. It's got a bit of citrus. And the citrus helps cut down on the fattiness of the pork. You actually really need the spicy sauce because it's actually not that spicy. It helps to cut down on the fattiness of the fried pieces of pork. Like, you can literally see stuff into the ball. Wow, that is incredible. These snacks, these are just sold here right here on the streets of Ecuador, here in Baños. And they're so delicious. I cannot tell you how worth it they are just to try out some of these snacks. What an amazing meal. I mean, that was incredible. And the thing is, everything, the empanada, the bolon, and the hot chocolate, all of that together, $2.75. I mean, can you imagine having all of that for less than $3? That is crazy to me. Now, let's go see what else we can get around the city. I'm sure we can get something else that's going to be delicious. Alright, next stop of the day we come to a place known as La Asadera Cordillera. Cordillera refers to the mountain, so asadera is like a grill. So this is basically the grill of the mountains, which always is a good sign. I walk by here and I always see people. It's always jam-packed. And second, there are always smoke coming out of the restaurant. You can literally smell the meat as you walk by on the street. It's incredible. So obviously, we gotta go and try it. I've got Churrasco. So the last time I had Churrasco was quite a while ago. And of course, it's now time for us to get some Churrasco again. Literally, they grill it on the grill right at the front of the restaurant. And they grill it. It's so crispy, it's so charred, it's so delicious. It comes with some fries, eggs, and rice, and also salad on the side. So it's quite a good deal. And the whole thing is about like $7.50. So you might think it's expensive, but with the portion you're getting, like, look at this thing. This thing is massive. It is so heavy. It comes with 2 eggs. It comes with beef. It comes with fries. It comes with everything. So it's a pretty big piece. Okay, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and try the meat. Oh, this meat has been literally grilling on the grill. You can see the charred marks right on the meat. Oh, this is something I've been dying to try. So let's go ahead and try it our first Churrasco here in Ecuador. Oh, wow, that is so incredibly juicy. I cannot tell you how juicy that is. It's so juicy. And then, I don't know why, it tastes a little sweet. I think it might be the marinade. For me, it's got a little bit of sweetness, which I really like. That sweetness is incredible. I don't know how they make it sweet. Maybe they added some additional flavor, but the edges are so nice and crispy. They literally charred to perfection. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, the eggs. Moment of truth. Will the eggs explode? Let us see. Let me show you guys. Let's see if they break right. Oh, look at that. That is what I call an egg explosion. Look at the way egg yolk just floats down into the rice below. Look, we're in Baños. Baños is known for their waterfalls and everything, but the only waterfall I want to see is the one where the egg literally drips just like that. I don't know what they do here in Ecuador, but their eggs are perfect. For breakfast, the egg also dripped open perfectly. This one for dinner, another great way to end off the night with some perfectly cooked eggs. Let's go ahead and try with this. Oh, those are one of those recipes, eggs and rice, that you just cannot replace. No matter how good of a chef you are, you cannot beat eggs with rice. I don't have a single complaint about this, and it is perfect. It is beautiful. There's a reason this place is packed all the time. There's a reason why that grill was always working, and trust me, it is so worth it. Sure, it's $7.50. Earlier we had everything for $2.75. It might look like, wow, compared to that price, this is a lot more. The portion is good, quality is good, the people here are friendly. I don't know what more I could ask for, so this is the perfect dinner you could have. Oh wow, that was literally an amazing meal, and the best part is she's still grilling. They're literally still grilling meat, churrasco, chicken, whatever you want. They've literally got it. That is a meat paradise. There's no other way to say that. Okay, let's go see if we can get something sweet. Let's go see if we can get something desserty to end off the night. I'm curious what there is, but I'm sure we could get something nice to eat for dessert. Yes. Last stop of the day, we've come to a place. It's called Sweet Kiss. They've been open since the 1980s, so it's a lot of history there. And I thought I think it's called taxo. I don't know what taxo is, but he said that this was a classical, typical fruit here from Ecuador. He said it's a fruit that's quite common, and they usually make it into ice cream. So, with that said, I mean, of course I want to try typical fruit ice cream here in Ecuador. Let's go ahead and try it out. Well, that's really interesting. That's like if a peach and orange had a baby. It's got a little bit of citrus, but it also yet still tastes kind of sweet. So it tastes kind of like peachy almost. Wow, that is super interesting. Now, this ice cream is melting, so I'm going to finish this up. But what an amazing food day it has been. From the empanadas just now to breakfast, to the banana empanadas, to the milk, the coconut juice. It's just been an amazing day, amazing food day here in Baños, Ecuador. I love Ecuadorian food. I'm starting to love it, and there are still stalls I want to try, but unfortunately, for example, the chicken stall today, that they ran out. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have better luck. So we're gonna have another food video coming here from Baños, Ecuador. But until then, I will see you guys later, and it has been an amazing food day, so make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.